got Murda Beatz just walked in. He's in the head to toe Puma drip right now.
What's up, what's up, what's up?
We look like we're related.
We are. That's my sister.
What's good, man? What you got going on? I'm on my live right now, too.
I'm just getting ready for my birthday. You know, my birthday's on the 11th. My party's this Friday.
I know. I'm coming. I'm excited.
Shit gonna be lit.
Yeah, you guys got a big ass party plan. You taking over
This is gonna be
Isabel?
fun. I can't wait.
I
can't wait.
Who's DJing?
I don't know. I don't know anything.
You don't know anything? I'm gonna talk to Corey.
It's my birthday, but like, you know.
Okay, you're just chilling, because I mean, I assume that the music is going to be one of the most. What's good? How you doing? One of the most important parts of the party. Obviously, a Murda Beatz party's got to have Murda Beatz music on there.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Quick question: if you needed to turn up a party and you were going to play 3 songs by you, what 3 songs would those be?
Motorsport, Fifi. Nice for what?
Just a cool little 3.
I like 1, 2, 3. You know what I'm saying?
Did all of those go platinum?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
How many tracks do you have that have gone platinum at this point?
I don't know.
Like you've
It's
lost
a blessing,
count.
You know?
It's more than 10?
For sure.
Your discography is incredible. You know, I was looking at the notes, and it's like, yeah, we put some stuff together, like what's it like to work with Drake, et cetera, but I'm sure you've heard those questions all the time. But what I just heard was a song on my way here, 420 in London, with Pressa. Yeah. And I just want to know, like, how does an artist who wants to work with Murda Beatz, with you having worked with all of, you know, our idols, the greatest people out, how does somebody get your attention? I know you just started a label. You're turning into a CEO, a businessman. You probably have some other producers underneath you. You know, what is it that catches your eye, talent-wise?
If you're from Canada, that definitely helps.
Shout out to Canada.
Yeah, but I don't know. Just like if you know people around me, you know, it's like kind of like get in like that. If I see your music on Instagram, Twitter, wherever online, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I don't know. I met Pressa just like through just like working in Toronto and stuff. You know, people started fucking with him. People put me onto him and stuff, and then I started working with him. And then we actually made that song in London at the More Life release party. We were in the studio, and I just started playing the keys, started freestyling and stuff, and then I took the acapella, I like added the drums to the piano I played, because I recorded the piano on like a real deal piano. Mm-hmm. We like mic'd it up and shit. And then from there, then I just like added drums to it, and then he got Uzi on it.
Let's go ahead and pull that up so we could play it for the listeners in case they haven't heard it yet. But just because you went into your process a little bit just then, what are your, you know, for producers who are trying to get the Murda Beatz sound, or at least, you know, just make their own sound, what are some of your favorite like plugins and whatnot?
Omnisphere, Nexus. Purity's an old school one, and like some sound fonts and stuff, some old school shit, some bando shit. You feel me? Murda got like the bando sauce and shit. So.
Speaking about the bando, let's talk about that. So you're born in Niagara Falls, right?
Yeah.
So let me ask you a question, because they say that you can see Niagara Falls from like the States, you can see it from Canada, but apparently New York has the best view.
Nah, we got the best view. Like the whole amazing. What is it? A 9th wonder of the world, or is it 12? Is it 9? Great wonder of the world is like the Canadian side. Like the American side has like a little like it's cute and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, we got like the real deal. Shit. You know what I'm saying? We got the falls.
Okay, so I'm glad that we cleared that up. But so when you were 16, you know, I know you grew up in a house where your father had some kind of hand in rock and roll.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me about that. What was it like growing up?
Yeah, my dad played guitar. My uncles were all into music and stuff, playing instruments. So like my dad wanted me to play guitar, and I grew up around like rock music and shit. So
do we have any home videos anywhere that we're gonna be seeing?
My mom definitely does. I should definitely get them. I was like,
yo, Mama Murda.
Yeah, I was banging on drums at 4 years old.
It's Wednesday. We got 2 days to put together a birthday compilation video. Okay.
Yeah.
Man, that's incredible. So you were playing the music early. They had the instruments around you. So at what point did you decided, I kind of want to go into this sound of hip hop?
I was like probably like early teens. I was like transitioning from like punk rock to like rap. I was liking like rap music and punk rock. I was playing like Travis Barker remixes on my drum set and stuff. And then from there, I traded my drum set for like an MPK keyboard. And then I just started like playing the keys, learned it as I went, and then just like started making beats.
Have you met Travis Barker yet? I'm sure you have.
No.
What?
No.
You know he owns this vegan restaurant out here that we all go to, Crossroads.
So we got to go vegan, baby.
Yo, you got to meet Travis. Okay, I'm going to make that happen. All right, cool. So somebody write that down so I don't forget. But that's amazing. So then at 16, you decided I'm just going to cop a flight to Atlanta and meet some random people out there? Or?
So for the Atlanta stuff, I actually I I connected with them on Twitter, and then they started rocking with my beats.
Let's tell them who they is. We're talking about the Migos.
Yeah,
right
the
now.
Migos.
When you were 16, how old are you now?
I'm turning 25.
All right, so this was almost 10 years ago. No, I'm 28, so it is what it is. I feel sexier and
old.
stronger and richer every year that I get older.
I'm like 25, like shit, you know?
I know when you turn quarter
I guess
century.
I'm like a real deal adult now, right?
I feel like 25 is when you have to start adulting, but if I'm telling you the truth, I'm 28 and you don't have to really start. You don't have to start anytime soon. Maybe when you turn 29, 30. But okay, so you found them on Twitter. This was 10 years ago. 10 years ago.
No, like 5 to 7 years ago.
Okay, because you were 16, you're turning 25. Okay. So we're talking about 7, 8 years ago.
Yeah.
So this was around the time that they were probably about to drop Versace?
Yeah, it was just before. It was like around before.
So what is it that drew you to find them online?
I just saw like they had like a lot of buzz and stuff. And when I listened to their music, I thought it was fire, but it was definitely different. So like I just listened to it a lot and like got to like it. And like a lot of like I was like picking up girls and shit, driving, doing whatever I was doing back then. And people were like, "Oh, like turn this off and shit." And I was like, "No, like I like this shit." But it was just like I guess I had like a different ear than everybody else. So I hit up Skippa the Flippa and the Migos and Rel Money and all them on Twitter, and I sent them some beats. And then they got back to me 2 weeks later. They're like, "Yo, we're fucking with your beats, blah blah blah." And then like P and Coach hit me up. They flew me to Atlanta. And then like
shout out to P and Coach came in, two legends.
They really just wanted to like make sure I was making my own beats because they didn't think like a white boy from Canada was making like hard ass beats. So I started like cooking up in front of them and shit, and that's like when we were just like started like to build like a relationship and stuff, you know.
That's
like,
amazing.
They were like staying in the studio at the time and shit. So.
And was Yachty around at that time?
Mm-mm.
No, so it was just the QC was just starting off with Migos.
Yeah, it was just like Migos. Rich was there.
Rich was there.
Yeah,
Rich was around from the jump. I remember meeting Rich early too. Yeah.
Rich was there. Dirty Dave was there. Dirty Dollars ENT from South Carolina.
What was the first song you made with them?
Some shit that never came out, but like the first song that released was like "Dope in My Sock" and some other one. I don't even know, some old shit.
Let's see if we could pull
Streets
up.
on Lock.
Pull up Streets on Lock or Dope in My Sock.
Streets on Lock 2, I think.
For those of you who are listening, I saw that the phone calls were coming in. I'm sorry we didn't pick up. Go ahead and call again. We'll take some calls if you want to talk to Murda, you want to ask him any questions. Those of you guys on the live, the number is pinned. But yeah, so it's Grammy weekend. Now, I know that in 2016 you were up for some Grammys.
No, it's Streets on Lock. What did you say, Julz?
I know you were up for some Grammys in the past. Are you up for any Grammys this Sunday?
Yeah, nominated for like 6 or something. A bunch of albums, and then me and Drake are nominated for Nice for What for like rap song performance, I think.
Let's talk. Hold on, man. What? Is there any producer that's nominated more than that?
Yeah, probably. I don't know. Probably like Wonder or something. Shout out my dog Wonder.
Shout out to Wonder for sure. I mean
my
Toronto,
mentor, you know
Canada is just killing it. Okay, so
we got something different in the water. You know what I'm saying? It's not Molly either.
Yeah, we got to make a cut of that for socials. Never not working. So let's talk about Boy Wonder. When did you guys meet? Who was the first person in Toronto to really take you under their wing?
I met Wonder, like I was like backstage with like Rich Homie Quan at the Molson Amphitheater with like, and like he was like on like a Wiz Khalifa tour or something. This is like a long time ago. I had like a USB of Beats, and like I was like walking on stage with Quan, and I saw Wonder there, and I walked up. I'm like, yo, I'm Murda. I'm from Niagara. I work with like the Migos and shit. I'm like, yo, take these beats, yo, let's link up. He's like, oh, you're from Niagara? Yo, take my number. Like I got his number quick, and then like we ended up meeting later through my manager Corey, and I'm like, yo, like I met you backstage like a couple years ago, and he was like, oh shit, like it was just crazy. That's
so funny. So how did you end up first working with Drake?
Just like I was working with Party, I was working with Wonder, I was sending beats to Obi. You
were just infiltrating the OVO camp slowly but surely.
I started working with Baca. That's when me and Baca made the song Not Nice, and then he said Murda on the beat, so it's Not Nice. So then like we were at like Fader Fort like Major. 3 years ago at South by, and Drake
I was there.
He was like driving, pulling in backstage. He like pulled down his window. He was like playing the shit. He was like, yo, I fuck with this shit. He hopped out. We chopped it up and shit. And that's like around the time me, him, and Party made with You for Views.
Wow.
And then from there, everything just started clicking. After Views dropped, like it was like a couple weeks later, he invited me to his house to watch the Raptors in the playoffs. And he played me He played me Back on Road with Gucci.
Okay.
When WAP just got out. And then he played me No Shopping with French.
And you've done a lot of stuff with Gucci also, man. And
yeah, shout out to WAP, man.
There's just so much to talk about with you. Like, I've really never been, this curious about an artist and about a guest. And what's so crazy is that I know you personally and I don't even know a lot of these, the answers to these questions.
Yeah, we got to get to know each other, you know?
You know? So Nice for What? It's a really different beat right there. That song is probably going to go down in history. You know what I mean? The video is genius. Just the whole execution of that whole putting that out was amazing. How did you even come up with how the heck do you get a Lauryn Hill sample cleared?
Hey, man.
Drake.
Hey, you know, the boy and OVO work magic, you know? So
whose idea was it to put the Lauryn Hill sample in there? Like, how did that song come about?
It was Drake's idea. See, like, that's the thing. Like, in 2019, it's a blessing to work with artists that have a vision for their music, because a lot of artists don't really have much control over their music, or like creative control, or don't want creative control.
Do you feel that shit?
Yeah, no, for sure. Like, so that's why, like, with all the artists I work with, they're very hands-on and like have ideas. Like, when I work with Quavo, when I work with Travis, when I work with Migos in general, anybody I work with, Drake, everybody, like, they have like
you want to be
idea.
Inspired by the person.
Yeah, so it's like we're
with.
bouncing shit off each other. Me and Quavo cooking up together. Drake would be like, yo, like, I'm thinking like a female sample for like this type of beat. And then that's how we come up with like the Lauryn Hill sample, you know?
Damn.
Obviously, Corey was there too. He has a loud input, and you know?
And he was like, yeah. He's like,
know?
Go ahead and put that sample in there.
You know, we figured it all together, and then, yeah, we just made the beat.
Wow. I freaking love that song. That song's a song of suffer. So how do you know right away when you finish a song like that it's going to be as big as it was? Like, what's the feeling in the studio when you finish a Nice for What?
Yeah, we knew.
Yeah?
We knew, yeah. We were like,
did you call mad people into the studio like, yo?
Nah, we just knew. We actually made it at his condo in Toronto.
Wow.
So, but we knew, like, we were both like, yeah, this is supposed to be that one, you know?
So now, you know, you've done all this work on your own. I see you're starting to, like I said, build a team around you. Let's talk about your label deal. You got a distribution deal of sorts?
No, I got a label deal.
You got a label deal.
I signed as an artist to Interscope too.
Okay, so
I don't even rap.
You're signed as an artist to Interscope. He doesn't even rap. He's an artist to Interscope. He's getting that bag. And then he got funding for his own label, his own kingdom that he's building with. Yep. Tell us about that. What's the name of it? Who do you got on your roster?
I ain't ready to announce the name and stuff yet, but right now I'm about to start dropping a lot of music. Like
wait, did people know that you did that, or did I just break some news I wasn't supposed to say?
I'm pretty sure people kind of knew.
Okay.
I don't really know.
I'm sorry. I've been knowing for a minute.
We dropped shit. We dropped shit.
I thought it was.
We dropped shit right here. You feel me?
1 a.m.
YesJulz,
radio.
baby. We do this shit.
Murda Beatz is coming for everybody. I mean, you're following in the footsteps of like a no ID. Some of the greatest producers. You know, Kanye started as a producer, then got his artist deal, then started his label deal. I mean, you're really just getting started, which is exciting.
I love the producer community because I feel like we all like stick together. And
yeah,
all the producers are winning right now. You know, shout out to everybody.
I love it. More so, you guys, the producers, I feel like, and engineers stick together also, but they compete a lot because it's not a lot to eat, I suppose. But producers seem to really stick together more so than anybody else in the art, I feel like, and that's awesome because you guys can collaborate more as well.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, like you could have like a Mo Bamba that's with like Take a Day Trip and 16-year-old, or you know what I mean. You and Boy Wonder have done tracks together. Okay, so who are some artists, I mean, if there's any out there that are alive or exist that you haven't worked with yet that you would like to work with?
Beyonce, Rihanna, what's good? Beyonce, what's good? You're listening to 1 a.m. radio right now. This is YesJulz and Murda Beatz. I feel like it's my role to bring Justin Bieber to the trap one time.
We're gonna go ahead and play. We're gonna go ahead and play that Streets on Lock right now. That was dope. Wait, no, what was that? That was Streets on Lock.
Dope in my sock.
Dope in my sock.
That was a long time ago.
Wow, Takeoff was really taking over the end of that verse right there. I fuck with that. He was talking that shit.
Shout out my dog Take, man.
So the rumors have it that you actually ended up, when you went to Atlanta and you started messing with QC and them, you ended up staying with the Migos for a little bit? What did they like adopt you for a little bit while you were there?
Kinda. Atlanta adopted me, you could say. You feel me?
Atlanta adopted me.
I started staying there. I was at the studio with them and shit, and then I went home and then I came back. Drinking red wine.
We're drinking red wine right now on 1 a.m. radio.
1 a.m. radio, just to show, you know what I'm saying?
Would you ever work with Soulja Boy?
Yeah, you know? I feel like Soulja Boy needs a hit right now. He knows who to come to, man.
All right, because we're going to go to the studio and listen to his album a little later. So maybe we'll be like, yo, we got to make this marriage happen. I feel like it would be kind of cool for him and Drake to do a song just for the culture.
They already did.
Like another one after the dry. You know what I mean? But anyway, so mentors. Let's talk about it. You said Boy Wonder took you under his wing. Who else?
I don't know. I guess you could say Party.
Party?
Yeah, you could say Party. Shout out to Party.
Shout out to Party Next Door, man. I hope he comes out with something soon. We need it.
We working on some shit.
I'm sure. Yo, Party's always been real like solid. Like he's
Yeah.
like, there's a lot of people. Have you experienced? You know, because I wonder, because I'm a woman in this industry, and so I experience it, and I wonder if it's just me being a woman, or if like other people experience it that might, like you're a producer, so people are always gonna need you, right? Like people don't need me after they pop off. They only need me in the beginning, or they don't really need me at all, but I'm there to help, right? In the beginning.
You helped a lot of people.
Thank you. I appreciate that, man. But then sometimes, you know, they switch up. So I'm just wondering, like, do you ever experience that? You know what I mean? Or there's some artists that maybe like worked with you when they weren't like that popping, and then, or you just kept leveling up, so it didn't really happen.
You just gotta remind people what they came from, you know? Like I've always kept it 100, and I keep myself grounded to where I've come from, you know? Like a lot of people remind me to never forget where I came from, and I never do, but you know what I'm saying? You just gotta remind people, don't forget where you came from, you know?
Yeah, I think I've been too nice. I'm about to be no Julz in 2019.
All that Hollywood shit, man, that shit cow. You're from Hollywood.
Yeah, Hollywood is too much. I'm moving back to Miami. I'm gonna launch my label there. Okay, so let's see. What are some of the things? Oh, so you're left-handed.
Hell yeah.
Did you get a scholarship for that? Because I remember
I never got a scholarship for nothing.
Bro, in high school, I was looking up the things that you could apply to get scholarships for, and
Really?
left-handed came up, and I was like, what the fuck?
Wait, what?
You could literally...
Okay, maybe not in Canada.
Yeah, that's a whole thing in the States.
I could have went to...
I
I graduated high school, though, from my mom. I didn't want to.
Oh, yeah, because by then you were already popping, right?
I was like starting to make beats. I already knew what I wanted to do, but I didn't want to graduate.
And you were in Toronto. Were you in Toronto around the same time Abel was coming up also?
No, I was in Niagara, no.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So who are some artists from Toronto that we need to be looking out for right now?
Prime Boys, Jay Wiss.
We writing this down? Prime Boys, Jay Wiss. Let's pull it up. We like to put people on 1AM radio.
Yeah, Prime Boys.
You've worked with Kodak, right?
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Shout out to Kodak Black, man. He's a legend.
Prime Boys, Bugs. Shout out my dog Bugs.
Okay, let's play one of those tracks. With the
Yeah, it's right there. It's all right there. Play the first one.
Which one's your favorite? The first one?
Everything's my favorite.
All right, we're gonna have some red wine. Okay, so that right there was, who was that again?
Prime Boys.
Prime Boys from Toronto. That was Murda's play. We always like to ask our guests who they're listening to, who they're checking for right now. We just opened up the phone lines, guys. You could check on Twitter. We just tweeted the phone number, but it's 310-986-6610. You could call in to speak with any of us. So Murda, you know, since you're here, obviously I want you working with our artists. So I'm going to play you 2 songs and you tell me what you think. Somebody smells really good in here, by the way. Let's go ahead and play Foolie. This is Foolie from Texas, and this song is called Bino 666, even though I want to call it Big Dog. It's not out yet. Wow.
Yeah.
Foolie fame, Bino 666 right there. What do you think?
Shit hard. I fuck with Texas too.
Hey, welcome Chantel Jefferies, CJ the DJ.
What's up, guys?
The producer, the CEO, the extraordinaire. I'm so proud of you, by the
gotta
way.
do a
Thank you
song.
so much. Yes, we do. It's been long overdue.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're going to make connections this weekend. We're going to come to your birthday, and then maybe we'll get to the studio and make a collaboration happen. But let's get to the phone lines. We have some people calling us right now. Murda, I'll let you be the guest host and take this one. Ready, go.
What's up, man? You on 1AM radio with Young Murda, man. What's up? How's it going?
Testing 1 2 1 2.
Facts. Facts.
Got scared. It's all good.
You are now live on 1AM radio. This is YesJulz. What's good?
Yo.
Yo. Where are you calling from? What's your name?
Wow, we're just getting hung up on left or right.
1 a.m. radio, you are now live. This is YesJulz and Friends. Who's this? Where are you calling from?
Las Vegas, Ruben.
Hey, Ruben from Las Vegas. We got Murda Beatz and Chantel Jefferies with us too.
What's up? What's up?
Yo.
What's up?
What's going on?
Chantel, where's her beautiful ass?
Thank you.
Chantel's actually going to be in Vegas tomorrow. Why don't you tell them about your party?
I'm going to be in Vegas on Friday at Julz nightclub, so pull up.
Yeah, I'm 20. You gonna hook me up with a fake ID?
I wish I could, but I can't.
All right, bro. Well, thanks for calling. Let's go ahead and move on to the next caller. This is going to...
Hello, this is Chantel. Thank you for calling 1 a.m. radio. How can I help you today?
Oh, shit. This was real?
I guess so.
Yeah, so wait, who is this again?
This is Chantel. Who is this?
This is Blake.
Oh, hello, Blake. How are you
It's a
doing
date
today?
hotline, you know what I'm saying?
Great. I'm doing great.
Doing great. All right, me too. That's awesome to hear.
This is what happens when we tweet the number. People they don't know what we're doing and they just call and they're not. Did you see it on Twitter?
Yeah, I did.
Who? All right. Well, you're now live on the radio. There's a couple 100,000 people listening to this right now, and you got Murda Beatz and Chantel Jefferies here. Is there anything that you would like to ask or say before we go on to the next caller?
Let me think about this. This is tough. I would like I would actually like you to know, Chantel, that you my future wife.
Oh, really?
Well,
I was not
Valentine's
aware.
Day is coming up. Chantel, you should start a registry. If I was you, I'd be one of those with the link in my bio. You feel me?
Oh my gosh. I mean, like I have 400 unread texts as it is, so might not get to you guys.
Great.
but-
I'll be like the 401st unread one if you let me.
Well,
I like that. It's confidence. Right
I like
there, my
that
brother.
right there.
Persistence
Consistency
is
and
key.
persistency. Well, make sure you stream that single Facts.
Yes, facts out now. Stream on all platforms.
Might as well
Let's
pull that
go.
up. We're going to take one more call. Sorry. 1 a.m. radio, you are now live on air with YesJulz, Murda Beatz, and Chantel Jefferies. Who are you and where are you calling from?
I'm Sarah. I'm from San Francisco.
Sarah, San Francisco, what's good?
I'm on the air. That's what's good.
Yeah.
Correct. It's amazing.
How are y'all doing tonight?
We're good. You
We're
know?
getting
good.
lit in the
We're doing
studio
great.
right now, drinking
Yeah.
airplane wine, you know.
Oh, hell yeah. Okay, cool. Can I ask a quick question?
Yeah, go
As
ahead.
I'm an entertainment journalist here in the city, and I kind of want to learn more about the inspo behind Facts.
Well,
Great question.
great question.
About time.
It kind of just came together really organically. It started as just the drums, and then we're like, okay, let's add this, and this. We're going for that kind of trap vibe, which is different for me because I usually do a little more Eurodance. But heard the song started coming together, and once the finished product was done, we're like, okay, I need to get YG on this. So I called up YG. He was the first person to get on it. And
So how does that work? You call YG, you're like, yo, bro,
I'm
I
like,
need you to
wait.
get on this song. I've made 2 of them in my life, but this third one I need you on.
Well, this is the fourth.
This is the fourth. Okay, fourth.
But I'm like,
That's
I have
good.
this beat. I think you would sound perfect on. And I FaceTime him. I'm like, here's the song. He's like, I think you should speed it up. So I was like, okay, great idea. I sped it up. He came like maybe 2 hours later and cut it. It was really amazing. It was great. Yeah.
Chantel's the plug. Listen, we need you to make some calls for us over here at 1 a.m. radio.
Yeah.
That's amazing. How did Bia end up on the song?
So after YG and Rich the Kid did it, I really wanted a female rapper on it. So I was like asking some of my friends, listening to everybody that they would send to me, and she really stood out to me. And she's actually really good friends with my friend Cassidy, and so she kind of like connected us. And then I sent the song over, and she cut it. I went into the studio. It was my first time meeting her, and she had already done the hook and then also added a verse. So I was like, she's like, you don't have to keep it if you don't want, but I just did it anyways. I was like, I love it. It's my favorite thing ever. Thank you so much. And then
Bia's mad talented, by the way. Shout out
Bia's
to Bia.
dope.
That's my
I
baby.
did
Yo.
I did like a bunch of songs on her last project.
You did. What did you do? Hollywood? No. Yeah.
I did a bunch.
We should pull up Bia after Facts. But we're gonna go ahead and cut to Facts. That way you guys can have those facts straight in your brain. and know what the inspiration was. This is Chantel Jefferies, her 4th single.
Y'all
Okay.
like making the vents vibrate and shit in here. It's crazy.
Yeah.
No, maybe they should heat up. It's really chilly in here.
I gotta say that's my favorite song you've dropped so far.
Oh, thank you so much.
I
Is it
love that
fire?
song. I love, yeah, that's a vibe. We're definitely gonna play that Sunday at our Grammy party. Shout out to Soulja Boy. He's gonna be one of our special performers. We're dropping new music off the album live. It's gonna be the first time it's ever been performed. We got Oompa Loompas, synchronized swimmers.
Oompa Loompas.
wow.
It's gonna be crazy. We got
way
a
cool.
Willy
Willy
Wonka
Wonka
chocolate
vibes.
factory, like fountain, but you gotta wear a suit and tie. And we are awarding our special host with the biggest comeback of 2019 award. So make sure you guys RSVP for that. But that's facts. So next up, you have a pop up.
Yes, right after this, I'm heading to Fred Siegel and Sunset where we have a fax pop-up where there's like dope merch. We're going to have a bunch of people coming through. So if you're in LA, then head over to Fred Siegel.
Tell us
right
about
now.
this merch.
Just, it's just something kind of going along with the whole vibe of the song and the single art and stuff like that. So it's really cool.
Is it like shirts, hats?
There's hats, shirts, sweatshirts.
Do people need to like get their piggy banks and bring it over? What's the pricing?
There's,
like?
it's reasonably priced. It's like I think like $40 to $80, so it's not bad.
Okay.
There's like a bunch of stuff. So yeah, come through. I'm heading there literally right after this.
All right, awesome. Let's take one call. I see the phone lines are still going crazy. This is nuts. All right. Thank you for calling 1AM Radio. You are live on air with YesJulz, Murda Beatz, and Chantel Jefferies. That's facts. You are now live on air, 1AM Radio.
Testing, 1, 2, 3.
One more. Try one more. You're live on air, 1AM Radio. Who are you? Where are you calling from? Can you hear us? I feel like people like last one. You are now live on 1AM Radio. Who's calling?
Hello?
Yes, do me a favor. Turn your radio down.
On 1AM radio. Who's calling? Hello?
Yes, you're live.
Turn your radio down. Oh, yeah, sorry. I'm like right next to my computer.
You sound like Cassidy Jordan from Miami. Is that you?
No.
Oh, okay. I thought this was our
From
homie.
Vancouver.
Who
From
Vancouver?
Canada. What's up?
Shout out
Canada in the building.
Canada in the building, you feel me?
How y'all doing?
We're good.
We're
kinda
starting
getting
the
drunk.
day off right, you know?
That's tight. That's tight. Well,
Or the night off, right?
YesJulz, when are you going to do a 1 a.m. party in Vancouver?
Good
Ooh,
question.
I gotta DJ that shit at Fortune.
Me
Find
too.
me a-
Let's go.
go.
Yeah, we need a YesJulz, Chantel,
Let's
and
fucking
Murda
go.
Beatz party in Vancouver. Just get me the venue and email us, and we're there.
Hey, let's make this happen.
100%.
I'm down.
You know somebody in
Yeah, we
Vancouver?
can make this happen.
All right, we're on it. What's your name? We're going to let everybody know you made this happen.
Cindy K.
Cindy K, man, you getting a VIP ticket off for it. That's a great idea. I love
Sick.
Canada.
That would
I
be
used to
so
go
dope.
more. I need to go more.
I know, same.
Vancouver's fun.
I'm actually
Yeah, y'all
going
need to come
there
more
on
often.
16th.
That's just fun.
Well, Toronto.
Well, if you want to catch Chantel Jefferies in Toronto, she'll be there on the 16th at...
I will. Toy box.
This is why I'm one of the best managers in the game. Thank you so much for calling. Anything else you want to say?
No, that's about it. Just waiting for you to come through. And what's your email so I can get the plans for that started?
YesJulz at Gmail.
Nah, it's a info at YesJulz.com. I was about to give you my personal, but I'll sort through the info one and find you, I promise.
Sick. I
All
will
right.
definitely be emailing you about that.
All right, thank you
Love
so
to make
much.
that happen out here.
Yeah. All right, one more though. You just inspired me. I was giving up on the phone calls. I'm gonna pick up one more just because of you. Yeah. All right. 1 a.m. Radio. You are now live on the air. You're here with YesJulz, Murda Beatz, and Chantel Jefferies.
What's up?
What's good? What's your name? Where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Sugar Land, Texas.
Oh, wow.
Shout out Texas.
Shout out to
Texas.
Texas.
Home with Travis Scott.
Home with Travis Scott. Also name drop Chantel in a song. What song was that?
That didn't happen. I was on 90210.
Oh, yeah.
But he never name dropped me in a song.
Yeah, it was like Riding with Chantel or some shit.
No, that was a different song. It was a different rapper.
Oh, whatever. Anyways, shout out to Travis Scott, man. Great visual. We'll talk about that. The great visuals that just came out for Can't Say. Don Tolliver. Shout out to
He's
Texas.
fire, by
Shout
the
out to
way.
DeAndre Hopkins. Shout out to Dice Soho. All our friends out there. Fully Fame.
Shout out Lil Toffee.
Lil
Big
Toffee?
Body. Free Gloss just dropped. Yeah.
All right, bro.
Yeah.
I don't really. Yeah.
Love the energy. Thanks for calling, man. Have a great night.
All
All right. So we're gonna go ahead and play let's play Brain Dead. Let's play Brain Dead. We got Chantel. She's going to be leaving soon. She has to go to her pop-up. We got the Murda Beatz birthday on Friday.
Hell yeah.
The 1 a.m. Kids Super Grammy unofficial after party on Sunday. 1 a.m. Records. New music that just came out. This is Brain Dead by 070 Tree Safari. We're going to be playing this, and she will be performing it live at our South by Southwest showcase. So look out for those tickets going up on Monday. Let's get it.
Matthew Ali with the bagel.
I feel brain dead. This is draining. You been maxing.
Wait on me, wait on me. Wait on me, wait on me, yeah.
That was Chantel featuring Vori. Wait. Let's talk about that one. Now, this was your first release, right?
Yeah, that one was.
I remember watching, your videos as you really started to like discover production and music, and you started playing with it. There's a few friends of yours that I know were helpful, Diplo and who else. Let's talk about the beginning. When did you decide, after you've done a movie, after you've done all these different things, like, I want to focus on music?
I think it just was kind of a natural progression from DJing, and then you're just playing so many different genres, and sometimes you're mixing them together, and you're like, wow, I'm playing this Euro dance track, and then I'm playing hip hop, and kind of like putting it together, like, this should exist, and why don't I just
You
do
heard
that?
things and you wanted to make
Yeah,
them.
and I'm like, why not? I enjoy this music so much. I feel like if someone was exposed to this, they would like it too. And so it's kind of just like my way of, putting my taste of things I like and integrating it into things that are a little more mainstream. And so that's how it started for me.
What's the first step? Like, how do you know what equipment to get? Like, how do you, what's your first thing that you do to start making beats if you've never made beats before?
Well, for me, luckily, I have so many people that were willing and excited to help me and teach me a lot of things. But you can honestly learn pretty much anything on YouTube, and I learned a lot of stuff on YouTube as well. So I'm like, hey, you can literally, I learned most of my calculus on YouTube in high school. So I already knew that trick. So I just implemented it a bit. And, working with Vori is so amazing. He's a great songwriter, and we have such a great chemistry. He's a really good friend. So
Does
that's
he
why
produce also?
No, not with me, but I don't know if he does. He's an amazing songwriter, and he has the most amazing voice. We did 3 songs together, obviously.
He's super friendly and just always like in a great mood, which I love. He's got a good energy.
He's really, really talented as well.
So, how incredible that you decided to do this, and within the first year, like, you have this opportunity to work with somebody like Celine, who, I know used to work with L.A. Reid. She's worked with some of the greatest people in this industry, and she's done and accomplished so much. And to work with her, tell us about that. Like, how did you guys meet? What is your relationship and your process like?
She just saw me as someone who had a lot of potential in whatever I just decided that I wanted to do. And when I did decide that, hey, I want to take this next step in music, she was very, very supportive, and she's helped me so much along the way. And obviously, but she's just an amazing person, and someone who can really see people for like their true self and their character and their personality. Because at the end of the day, like, betting on someone's personality and just seeing that spark in them is one of the smartest things that you can do, because people can be very talented, but if they're not driven and they're not able to like go and do what they need to do, like, they're not going to do it. And if they don't have that motivation, so it's kind of like looking for that. And I think she has a real eye for just seeing people before they're what they are, but seeing what they could be.
I can relate to that for sure. Like, I remember when Shake told me she had friends that also made music. I was like, yeah, okay, whatever. I went to the studio, I met them, and there was about 15 people in the studio. And at that time, this was the first year, there was like maybe 3 other people who were making music, but the others were in there. They were graphic designer. One was a photographer. One was selling weed. Like, everybody had their own role. And then one day on 420, they sent me this 420 freestyle, and there's 15 of them on the track, and they all bodied it.
Oh, wow.
And I was like, and I really listened, and I went back and I I went back in the studio and watched them get into the booth for the second time of their life, third time, and I saw somebody like Ralphie and was just like, you might be the biggest star I've ever seen. And I haven't even heard, Ralphie got a record label offer, a record deal offer before they had even heard his music.
Oh, wow.
Because he's just got that presence. So it's like sometimes when you have that star quality, you could do a number of things, but as soon as you focus on what it is that makes you the happiest and what you could really excel and build a business off of, that's when you excel and end up, living out your destiny or whatever.
Yeah, and I'm an advocate for doing all you can in one lifetime. So you might as well go for it and see what works and what doesn't. Honestly,
I'm gonna keep it real. I'm wanting to speak about this because I posted the flyer saying that we were doing this, and somebody said, let me see what somebody said. Hold on, they said, wow, people are so dumb. I'm not even gonna look. They said something like, what did she do? She paid for a beat and paid for verses. And I said, first of all, you guys have the same 24 hours.
Yeah, I mean, that's not what happened at all. But it's kind of one of those things. It's like people get mad when they think it's just like anyone can do whatever they want. So like, why wouldn't you do it? And like figure out how you're going to get it done. It's just a problem that you need to solve. It's an equation. And there's an equal sign. And if you can figure out the variables to plug in, you can make it happen. So it's just like, do it or don't. You know what I mean? So
I feel like it's easy for people like yourself or like myself because I have that same mentality. But somebody did put me in check one time and say like, it's not that easy for everyone because they might not have the same like, and listen, I don't like hearing this either. You know what I mean? Like people are like, oh, people like to attribute why people come to my events or whatever because I'm a girl and I may look a certain way or whatever. You know what I mean? And I'm like, listen, there's millions of beautiful women out there in the world. Not a lot of the people are doing what I'm doing.
But it's also like people speaking and saying these things like, do they know you? Have they been around you? Do they know like how much work you put in behind the scenes? Like they don't. So for them to speak without knowing all the facts, it's just an uneducated opinion. Wow, I can't even talk. It's an uneducated opinion, and I don't really value uneducated opinions, so it doesn't really bother me much because the people around me that know me, like the way that they treat me and the way that they are towards me, and they know they'll be like, yeah, Chantel can do whatever and that's why they'll support me because they know me. So that's like the way that I feel, and I'm supportive of the people that I know and people that I don't know because I've been there. So it's like people will judge you based on the way you look or the way that you talk or whatever it is, but it doesn't mean that it's accurate. It's just us as humans. It's human nature. As humans,
we have unlimited potential in us, and it just depends on our circumstances and our attitude and our outlook on life on whether or not we unlock it. So that's facts. And with that being said, you have a pop-up coming up
yes,
soon.
We have to run
let's pick up a call. 1 a.m. radio, you are now live with YesJulz and Chantel Jefferies.
Oh, hello.
What's up?
Hey, Chantel.
Caller number 9. How are you doing today?
I'm doing good. Wow, how are you?
All right, how about I hit you with the fact, and if you know the answer, you can win some special prize I'm going to make up after this.
Oh, man, is it the merch or not?
My style.
Yeah, sure, merch, tickets to my show in your city. Let's see if you can get it. I actually won a radio contest to this question. That's why I'm asking it. And this is actually the basis of facts and how the song came about. So let's see if you can guess this fact.
Oh, man.
Are you ready?
Man. All right.
All right.
I'm ready.
The word in the dictionary with the most definitions is what?
What?
The word in the dictionary that has the most definitions.
You're playing right now.
If you can get it.
Chantel is a walking.
That's literally how the song came about. I'm like, okay, I just love facts. I know so many random facts. I don't know why. There's probably not a purpose to them, but I did win a radio contest once based on my knowledge. So, all right.
Oh, man.
You could have Googled it by now, bro.
I am on Google.
And did you come up with it yet?
The pressure is fucking on. Chantel does not have time. She's got to go.
I just want to follow.
The answer is set.
It's set.
Set.
Yes, it is.
That's what I have. I swear
Nope.
I have it.
Nope. I don't think you got it.
People
I don't.
in my live
promise
Googled
I
it faster
Yes,
than you did.
I won concert
did.
tickets
Yeah,
to
really
a Little
bad.
Flip concert, and I couldn't go because when I called, I'm like, "Hi, yeah, it's Set." They were like, "How old are you?" And I'm like, 12. They were like, "You
Somebody
have to be
said
18."
Chantel, low key, smart as fuck.
I am looking at it right now. Set has 464 definitions. Oxford English
Yep.
Dictionary.
300 and I don't know 68 in the other one. I think it is.
464.
That's
Yeah, I
insane.
know.
Wow. Any other random facts? Come on, give us another one. That was fun.
The word the you're asking me or you're asking
Yeah,
him?
Chantel.
Okay, the word that the most people know behind okay in the world is Coca-Cola.
Are you serious?
Yeah, so pretty much everyone in the world knows Coca-Cola.
Wow.
That is master marketing right there.
One day, I want the third most known thing in the world to be 1 a.m. I want more people to know what 1 a.m. means than the fucking restroom. That's crazy.
Yep.
Coca-Cola?
Coca-Cola. They have it everywhere. So it's just like
That just inspired the fuck out of
I
me.
know. I love facts.
Yes, now we know the
That's
real reason
facts.
behind this.
That is the real reason behind facts. I was like, I'm gonna make a coffee table book, and I just wanted to be random facts because then like you can just read it and get smarter while you're sitting there in the waiting room.
But also put pictures of yourself in it. Chantel Jefferies. It'll just be like super hot photos of you with random facts on it. And that'll be funny because you're just trolling the entire world.
Troll. Internet
Okay.
troll.
And with that being said, we are going to go ahead and play. Let's play that new Skepta. Bah. Shout out to London, man. We're going to be out there. We actually are doing a festival in London. You heard it here first.
Yeah, me and Julz almost died at a festival in London one time.
Oh my gosh. Yo, me and Chantel, we've had some
We
crazy.
almost got trampled by an entire crowd.
We were also
We were the hype men of the whole festival.
almost got arrested in Miami Beach in a Lamborghini.
That has nothing to do with that.
Lots of stories. Let's go ahead and cut to that Skepta song. 1 a.m. radio. Be up!
CJ out.
Be as in this bitch!
Be